is the strongest. He is the strongest human being that I know. I mean, he can wear me out, and I tell you, I've got plenty of energy, and he just works and works and works.
Here you have the Quinnipiac poll showing him at 38%, Reuters 35%, The Economist 37%, AP 36%, CNBC 42%. That's his economic approval rating.
But wait, Fox News said because hamburger helper sales were going up, the economy was booming.
Got breaking news this morning, massive job cuts at Amazon. Overnight, the company announcing it'll eliminate approximately 14,000 roles. This is the largest corporate layoff of the year, one of the largest in Amazon's history.
14,000? America's cooked. The highest layoff in American history for Amazon. I wonder why. I wonder what caused this. I wonder who's our president right now that would let this happen, that would make this happen. Take a guess.
NBC senior business correspondent Christine Romans joins us now. Christine, this may be preview of coming attractions. The AI boom is real, and it's meaning a lot of jobs are going away.
There is a sense, as this is dragged on and as the real world consequences begin to pile up, they can read polls too. Some aides have told me in the last couple of days, some anxiety is starting to build, that he is going to take more and more of the blame here because he does seem so detached. Focusing on foreign policy, that's one thing. The White House ballroom is entirely another. And there's a sense these are bad storylines for him.
Trump inherited Biden's economy that was growing and getting stronger from COVID and all the effects of COVID. Well, according to the Copsey letter, these are just the most recent layoff announcements for corporations in the United States. UPS, 48,000 employees. Amazon, up to 30,000 employees. Intel, 24,000 employees. Nestle, 16,000 employees. Accenture, 11,000 employees. Ford, 11,000 employees. Novo Nordisk, 9,000 employees. Microsoft, 7,000 employees. PwC, 5,600 employees. Salesforce, 4,000 employees. Paramount, 2,000 employees. Target, 1,800 employees. Kroger, 1,000 employees. Applied Materials, 1,444 employees. Meta, 600 employees.
So basically, warehouses are cooked. 48,000? Golly. And it's going to keep jumping up. It's going to keep going up. And they're going to replace everybody with this AI shit. And nobody going to have jobs. Like, it's insane. So glad I'm a YouTuber right now because, yeah, I'm going to keep grinding and try to make this a full-time job because it's getting dangerous out here, man. Hopefully they don't try to replace my ass either. It's crazy.
44 employees. Meta, to the thousands upon thousands of federal employees that Trump has already fired or is planning on firing. That amount of people being laid off in this country at a time where it's already hard to find jobs, at a time Amazon says that a lot of the layoffs have to do because they are already having AI used instead of people in certain jobs. So Trump, with his tariff war and with his...
Imagine bringing your side project to life just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Inability to pay attention to what's happening with AI, to try to help workers with AI. Instead, what we are seeing are mass layoffs. Bernie Sanders has already come out and said, we need to be paying attention to what is happening with AI, with people losing their jobs. But instead, Trump is going around and hurting our trade alliances with Canada, can't even make a deal with Japan. I mean, these are trading partners that we've had for years and years and years. And instead, you go to Canada, as I did a few months ago, and you see the buy Canadian, how little people there want to buy American, which frankly, I am not surprised about because of the way Trump has been treating them. But at the end of the day, this hurts American companies. It's kind of also like what he's doing with beef. wanting the Argentinian beef farmers to get help because that helps the Argentina economy, which he seems to want to do to help prop up the right-wing leader there in order perhaps for his oligarch friends, hurting the farmers here in the United States as his tariffs are hurting the farmers here in the United States. And then let's talk about the things like the SNAP benefits. SNAP benefits are due to expire November 1st. And we are talking about millions upon millions of dollars lost. And that money goes straight into the economy. When people buy groceries, it goes to places like Target. It goes.
And my thing is, you gonna do it the same month as Thanksgiving? Cooking me, bro. Me and my sister already had it planned out. We're gonna SNAP benefits, Thanksgiving, boom, boom, boom. Gonna have all the food, and you just ruining everything, bro. For a lot of people that just don't got the money to do that. Crazy.
To places like Kroger. It goes right back into the economy.
It's so bizarre here in this wealthiest country in the world. We have enough food, we have enough money, we have enough programs to end childhood hunger and to use feeding kids as a weapon, going back and forth doesn't make any sense. Billy and I have been traveling all over the country talking to governors and mayors in the states themselves, and Republicans, Democrats, Independents, they all agree that, we should feed our kids. There's no reason not to do that. And to have the feds getting in the way of this thing is, talk about bizarre. It certainly is.
These families are making these decisions right now. And when they see that the Capitol is absent, when the president hasn't been in the Oval Office for a week, the question is, well, what is happening here to solve this? And that is what I hope the American people see, this abdication of leadership, especially by Speaker Johnson. I mean, no one has worked harder to stand in the way of American people getting relief when it comes to healthcare than Speaker Johnson. Shame on him for putting his own job and his own job security ahead of the needs of 40 million people when it comes to SNAP, in the face of 20-some million people when it comes to healthcare. Shame on him.
And obviously he would dispute that. He says that they've done their jobs. It's time for the Senate to do theirs. Obviously, we'll see how this plays out.
He says that as they've been out for 40 days. So I think the American people see what that stands for.
You know what is doing just fine? The stock market. The stock market, the S&P is reaching new heights. So just like that big, awful bill that was passed, which created the largest disparity in wealth in modern history, we are seeing that play out in real time, where working Americans are getting laid off or losing their SNAP benefits, while the stock market is soaring. The fact is, though, the people who are making a lot of money from the stock markets, they don't go and put that back into the American economy. They often let it sit there and grow. So it doesn't help the American economy as much as those same SNAP benefits. This is why the Reagan economics, stopping the trickle down, his theory that trickle down economics was going to help, backfired so spectacularly, because middle class people put the money, or working class people put money back into the economy, but the ultra rich just don't, because frankly, there's not enough to buy.
In the near term, risks to inflation are tilted to the upside and risks to employment to the downside. A challenging situation. There is no risk-free path for policy as we navigate this tension between our employment and inflation goals. Our framework calls for us to take a balanced approach in promoting both sides of our dual mandate. Job gains have slowed significantly since earlier in the year. A good part of the slowing likely reflects a decline in the growth of the labor force due to lower immigration and labor force participation, though labor demand has clearly softened as well. Although official employment data for September are delayed, available evidence suggests that both layoffs and hiring remain low, and that both households' perceptions of job availability and firms' perceptions of hiring difficulty continue to decline. In this less dynamic and somewhat softer labor market, the downside risks to employment appear to have risen in recent months.
We're going to go back to the way it used to be. when we announce good news, the stock markets are going to go up. And that's the way it should be. And we're going to really ride that very hard. And when we announce good news, we're not going to have a Fed that's going to raise interest rates because they're worried about inflation in 3 years from now or something. When we announce good news, we want the stock market to go up, not to go down.
Love this video? Support independent.
All I hear is BS, man. Why are you taking away SNAP benefits? Why is the government still shut down? Like, what is happening? There's like mass shootings and shit. There's too much going on, man. Y'all trying to, I'm gonna make a video on that, but they trying to go to war with, I forgot who it was, but we trying to go to war with somebody right now. Like, why, bro? Can we mind our fucking business and worry about what we got going on in our own country? There's no way people are homeless. No way people are, you know what I'm saying, don't have money in general. There's too much money in this country. Like, it don't make sense, y'all. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notified when I upload. Just let me know what y'all think about this down in the comment section, y'all. There's a lot going on. I feel like all these videos is the same sometimes. It's just me just being mad at what's going on, which is, I mean, it is what it is, because that's exactly what's going on in this country. It's just a whole bunch of BS. I love y'all. Peace and love, baby.